Welcome to the No Fame Podcast.
There's still a bee or two lit up from B4.
Pretty sure it's fairly well known that all wizards have at least 8 legs, so that kind of tracks.
The spider wizards, they had little wizard hats, and they just poofed. They've been teaching spiders magic in this tower, evidently.
Grimmier is doing that. Can I subtly use the mending cantrip to make him a belt out of the spider silk?
You start rooting through the remains of the webs, and you find some rotten flesh.
Gross.
Yep.
I mean, besides the leotard, we know man spider is in a full leotard.
By the looks of it, every single floor, they hired and fired a new architect.
As you continue down the hallway, the sand spreads until the whole floor is covered in a layer of it.
Fuck this tower. What a terrible place.
Oh no, I don't like that the tall DM is writing something down right now.
Hello, and welcome back to Tall Tower. We are now at level 10. If you're a sponsor, you can listen to some bonus content and see what sort of nifty extras the crew has got now.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm joined by Justin playing Grimmier.
That's me.
Josh playing Lex.
Woo.
And Higdon playing Judge.
Hey, everybody.
We are missing Patrick tonight. He's got some very fucking important things going on.
Yeah.
We're not sure when he's going to be back with us, but don't you worry. We're going to flow seamlessly through that.
We can tell them what it is. He's physically fighting a 14-year-old for a hard disk version of the PS5.
It's crucial. Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta fist fight him.
It comes with a copy of Final Fantasy X, so we can see all the belts on the lady.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the only reason he's doing this. He does everything. Everything in his life is for the podcast.
Yeah.
PS5 exclusive. Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, you didn't know that was a version that was coming out?
Yeah.
Okay, last time on Tall Tower, you guys found yourself climbing farther and farther up the tower, and finally had a chance to look out at the realm below for the first time. You seem to have gotten a lot higher than the amount of stairs that you climbed really made sense to be, and had almost reached the cloud cover. You discovered a stable of sorts, with an entrance seemingly designed for a flying mount. Deducing this was probably where you saw Queen Harry was taken to, you briefly looked around. Very briefly. Discovering an exterior staircase and an interior staircase, you decided to keep to the inside of the tower. Once more beginning a dark climb, you began finding strange pieces of metal detritus and increasingly large spider webs. Lux snuck ahead until the stairwell became completely blocked by webs, at which point Grimmier decided it was best to just burn them all away.
Fuck him.
The fire caught quickly and revealed a monstrous humanoid spider, who was then swiftly joined by a group of large, strangely translucent spiders. Defeating the horrible half-spider creature, the other spiders fled and left you all alone with the odd things that had tumbled from the burning webs. WB-40 recognized body parts of creatures similar to himself and found an intact torso. Investigating the inside of the torso, a small box was found in the same position as WB's power source. Upon removing it, the box unfolded itself in WB's hands, revealing a golden gear at its center. Reaching out to touch the gear, You all watched as WB became engulfed in a golden light that glowed brightly as his form seemed to shift into motes of golden light and get sucked into the center of the gear, at which point the box closed itself back up and into its original form. WB-40's bees remained behind, swarming the box and buzzing in an agitated manner for a few moments, until they seemed to calm down and just hover in a group near the box. So, I'll say, above table, WB seemingly has been sucked into this strange box. His bees remain behind. And in terms of mechanics, I spoke to Patrick, and we thought it would be the most fun and helpful if WB's bees, who retain a connection to him, will be able to still cast most of the cantrips that WB could cast. Ooh. So the cantrips that WB could cast before were Mage Hand, Light, Infestation, and Dusk Moths. He could also cast Druidcraft, but a DM ruling, and it doesn't make sense for bees to be able to cast Druidcraft. Whereas I think that bees can represent the effects of Dusk Moths, Infestation, Light, and Mage Hand fairly well. So the idea would be that if you guys ask the bees, they can go over and kind of like pick something up like Mage Hand, or buzz brightly and light things up a little bit, or shadow things for Dusk Moths. And Infestation, I can't even remember quite what it does.
Infestation's like, it does piercing damage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so they're stinging a bunch of people. So those ones were all like, okay, this makes sense for the bees to still be able to do if they're hanging around you guys.
Amazing. That's super fun.
Nice.
So WB has disappeared. The box has clattered to the floor. I believe Grimmier somebody had the torso, like a backpack?
Yeah, I put the box in the torso, in a spare torso that was laying around, and then I strapped that onto my back using probably some of the many straps that cover various parts of my body.
Needs more straps.
My now taller body. I'm much taller now. For some reason, the bees, I think, imbued me with some kind of tall magic. I think that's what happened.
Well, that just seems weird there.
We're in. Where did WB go? WB!
I think he just went inside that there Pokebox.
What's a Pokeball? Is that some kind of demon?
Yes.
Sounds like a demon.
We'll get him out, though. Don't you worry.
Fuck this tower. What a terrible place. Who built this hellscape that we're crawling up?
Forget this tower, indeed.
If only I could see them and yell at them. Okay, we have the bees. That's something until we figure out what's going to happen with WB, if we can get them back.
Judge is just going to go ahead real quick and break the fourth wall here and talk directly to Tall DM. Now that we're at level 10, do we lose the 2d6 per level, or does that stack now? We have 4d6.
It does not stack. Any unused ones are lost, and you have, was it 2 that we agreed on? Yeah, you have the same amount refilled. So I don't think anyone used their hero points last time.
That's why.
Yeah.
I'm making a large note.
I just went ahead and marked off 2. My pool has shrunk from 4 to 2 very quickly.
D6.
All right, let's go ahead and build that fourth wall back up. Sorry I spaced out for a second there, guys. How'd y'all make out? Anybody need some heals?
Well, we're still in this stairwell. Can I go up and search?
Oh, we're just hanging out in stairs? All right.
Yeah, we're on a staircase. Yeah, Judge, I know you were feeling ill and you're not quite 100%, but we're in this staircase where we ran into Man Spider and the cronies. They all disappeared. The spider wizards, they had little wizard hats and they just poofed. They've been teaching spiders magic in this tower, evidently. The invisibility spell
truly is a shrine to pure evil.
It is.
I don't want to disagree with you there, Grandma, but I don't think they were wizards. I would have known.
Pretty sure they were wizards.
Pretty sure they weren't, but that's okay.
Pretty sure it's fairly well known that all wizards have at least 8 legs, so
yeah,
that kind of tracks.
Yep.
Holds up my shield. Judge is ruling.
Hey, he ruled it.
Fuck.
We can't disagree with that. We absolutely, that's the law. That is the law, right?
Yeah.
Right
All
there.
right. I guess I'll have to go along with you guys on that one then.
And if we see a wizard that doesn't have 8 legs, you know what gotta happen.
We're going to give him 8 legs, that's for sure.
Yep. Anyway,
All right.
can I search man spider on the ground here?
Sure. What are you looking for?
I don't know.
Am I starting off where we're level 10? Like, is that like a short rest situation, long rest situation? What am I at? Am I keeping current hit points?
Keeping current.
Yeah, we're just out of a fight, basically. We just ended combat.
Yeah.
Groovy. Did you guys use any of my spells, or was I pokeballed?
We use cantrips.
We
only,
use
I think.
cantrips, yeah.
Cool.
And a mace attack once. That was it.
All right.
Yeah, I want to search. Does it look like it's wearing anything, or does it have anything on it, man? I mean, besides the leotard, we know man spider is in a full leotard. Are there pockets in this leotard?
No, it seems to have a thick skin, but no garments on it.
Oh, okay.
While Grimmier is doing that, can I subtly use the mending cantrip to make him a belt out of spider silk?
Sure.
Ooh.
And I just, hey, Grandma, look what I found.
Does anybody need any heals before?
I'm great. Oh, I'm not great, but I'm fine. I'm okay.
Yeah, I would say I'm about at a 67%.
Out of 100?
Yeah,
Okay.
like actually like 67%.
Oh,
like
okay.
2/3.
Sometimes how I measure things, you know, I might say that I'm at 47 out of 68, you know. It's a strange way to measure things sometimes.
I'm also going to hand you the belt.
Looking at man spider, if I don't see that it's besides the leotard and no pockets, can I just do a general check to see if anything else fell from the ceiling with the scrap pieces of Warforged?
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Roll either perception or investigation.
Great.
Are we just chilling out in a stairwell right now?
Yeah, you came upon a large grouping of spider webs. The spider webs were burned by Grimmier. A horrible monstrosity humanoid spider appeared. You fought it and its minions. The minions ran away when it was killed, and then as the webs burned, they dropped a bunch of what turned out to be body parts from creatures like WB-40.
Oh, fun.
So I think you got one good leg, one good arm, and that torso.
Yeah. And I'm off to a roaring start because I rolled a 6 and I had no bonuses. So.
And that was perception or investigation?
Either or. They're the same thing, but let's say investigation because I'm getting down and I'm...
Okay. You start rooting through the remains of the webs and you find some rotten flesh.
Gross.
Yep.
While he was doing that search, was that like 10 minutes for me to cast Prayer of Healing?
If you guys want to stick around for 10 minutes, that's up to you.
Well, it's certainly going to take me a few minutes to sift through to find this gross ass flesh. So.
Okay. Judge is ruling. I done prayed.
Lux, what is this? Belt?
Wow, 17 hit points to everybody.
Holy shit, Judge.
That's fucking rad.
That's max for me.
I'm just shy.
Well, we can't win them all.
Can't heal them all.
It's a gift for you, Grandma. I found it on the ground over there.
Oh, interesting. Someone just had the spiders were making the spider wizards were making belts out of their own spider silk. Pretty creative.
It is pretty creative. I think you should honor their legacy and just strap it over your body there.
Yeah, I'll tie it around my bicep. How about that? A few times.
It's pretty sticky. It doesn't seem like it'll move around.
Gross. Cool.
Gross.
Well, it's there now. I can't take it off. So.
You can't. They're just gonna have like patchy chest hair.
I'm so smooth. I have no chest hair. I'm mostly tattooed, and I know that doesn't affect body hair, but I just don't have. Whatever. We don't need to get into this.
No, let's.
Okay. Just my heritage, I guess. I don't know.
Heritage.
My hair. Yep.
It's devolving again already.
If we can't make bee puns, we have to make puns somewhere else, right?
Well, all right. Let's make our way onward and up.
All right.
All right.
Off we go.
Past the burned spider webs, the stairs continue to climb and climb and climb. Slowly, you notice the stone begins to change. This gray rock that's been the only material you've seen so far changes to a tan-colored rock, and the stairs slowly fade into an uneven upward slope. Gradually, that slope too evens out into a flat corridor, and the walls, which are now wholly made of the tan stone, begin to show signs of decoration. This is the first you've seen of any markings or decoration on any of the walls, aside from those horrible masks down in the treasure room. Strange pictures and symbols snake along the walls, some orderly and others more roughly hewn. Flecks of color cling to some of the larger pictures. You notice sand underfoot. As you continue down the hallway, the sand spreads until the whole floor is covered in a layer of it.
Who fucking built this place? That's my question. What an insane... They must have fired the previous architect, hired another architect.
Oh, yeah.
By the looks of it, every single floor, they hired and fired a new architect.
Or killed them, because they're evil.
Oh, yeah, I bet we'll find some electrical outlets in them showers. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Or this architect of destruction has multiple personalities, and they just woke up every other morning. It's like, nope, I'm going this direction now.
Do we think it's Tiamat?
Sorry?
Tiamat might have done it. They've got a bunch of heads. And they're evil.
There is a chance.
Have you ever met Tiamat? Seems like you're just judging there a little bit.
No, I've heard stories. Anyway.
All right. So this room with all the sand in it, how big is it?
It's an ongoing corridor.
Well, this feels real ominous. What's the lighting like?
There's no natural light here. There's no lit anything. I think there's still a bee or two lit up from B4.
Yeah, I think I had a light bee on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Light bee!
Go!
Wait, I can see anyway. Judge, do you need light bee? Here, take light bee. Light bee, go over to Judge. Go. Shoot. Get.
Hi, bee.
I'm going to get sand in my fucking sandals. This is a nightmare. If I kick some of the sand, is there stone underneath, or is it just all sand?
Yeah, no, it's just a thin layer of sand over that stone.
Can I do a quick check and find out if the sand on the ground is kind of eroded stone from like the walls and the ceiling and whatnot?
Sure. Give me an intelligence.
Well, that's not going to go great for anybody involved. Intelligence?
You can give me a nature or a perception check.
Or perception?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah. I think I might go for the +8 over the +1. Especially when I rolled a fucking 5. 13.
Okay. You look around and it looks like normal sand. So looking at the sand itself, it's hard to tell where it came from. It's the same color as the walls and ceiling, but the walls and ceiling don't appear to be heavily degraded. They don't appear to have been worn down enough to warrant enough of them falling apart that would be sand to cover the entire floor. In addition, the walls are covered in carved reliefs. So if it had been worn down to the point where there was sand made enough to cover the floor, you don't think that the pictures on the wall would still be in as good condition as they're in.
Okay. What's on the pictures?
Yes.
What is on the pictures?
Hey, y'all, there's pictures up front.
Oh. Anyone we know?
Sorry, it looks like they're a little bit too high for me. I guess you guys will have to look at them.
Do you want to piggyback?
Oh, we'll shout it down to you.
Can you hear us down there, Lux? We found some pictures.
The pictures at the start of the hallway depict general scenes of powerful figures. Since you're unfamiliar with...
Hey, I'm up there.
Once again, the symbols of this realm, you're not sure if they're royalty or deities, but there's pictures of clearly powerful figures with people around them. And they seem to be good-coded and evil-coded in the way that they're represented. Gradually, as you look down the hallway, the pictures change and show the good ones' deaths. And one of the evil-coded figures rising in prominence, which is shown by an increase in relative size of the depictions of that specific figure. As the evil one grows bigger, a black shadow is shown around it, increasing in size as the figure increases in stature. Now, Lux, you also notice something that the other two don't pick out of the other portions of the carvings. You notice that in the negative spaces, there's a rougher engraving that are a bit newer, and they look familiar to you. They look almost like thieves can't. So can you roll just a straight intelligence check?
Oh, why does it have to be intelligence?
So good figures dying. I mean, pictures of powerful figures in general, but there's pictures later on that show the good figures are dying while this one particular figure is gaining in power, including like dark shadows that are growing and stuff like that.
Correct.
Okay.
That's a 15 total.
You recognize this strange thieves' cant, and while it's different from the thieves' cant that you learned as you were coming up, it's still legible, and you can still recognize roughly what it's saying. So you see amongst the other carvings the symbols of a black bird and an axe put together in a way that you know would represent like a guild or a crew, and it says that they were here. After that, there's the symbols for treasure and traps ahead. A little farther down the corridor, you see a similar representation of the crew, the blackbird and the axe, but the blackbird is now missing a leg and the axe has a broken handle. And following that, there's a symbol that seems to denote a curse.
Boy, gents, I think I got a better view from down here on what's actually in these pictures.
What? How?
Yeah, the
How?
stupid motherfucker.
What?
What?
Speak up. Speak up.
Oh, there's a. Sorry, is this better? Can you hear me now, mate?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so I think this hallway might be cursed. Seems like the thing to be in this tower is cursing the people.
Well, that's not great because we're fully in here now.
Well, that tracks for something coming from this architect of destruction.
Absolutely it does. No, that looks like there was a thieves guild that said there's treasure and traps down the way, but about a little ways down, there's definitely a curse that happened, and I can't see any further than that.
So they died, probably.
Well, I mean, they left a note saying that there was a curse, so maybe they didn't die. They just turned around and went back, and we just didn't happen to see them.
So it has to be a point I can see within 60 feet. Can I send the glowing bee 60 feet down the hallway? And when it reaches 60 feet, I'll cast Sacred Flame just to see if anything happens.
Sure. You send the bee down the hallway. It gets about 50 feet, and you see that the hallway takes a sharp 90. And there's a large picture at the end there that you can't quite make out in the dim light from the distance.
How high is the ceiling?
15 feet high.
Okay. And how wide's the hallway? 10 feet, did you say?
10 feet, yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I could have told you. Sorry, it's 90-degree turn down there. I can see it. I should have mentioned it.
You know what? Effective communication is real important in a place like this.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and cast a Sacred Flame down there just to see if anything pops off.
Okay, you cast Sacred Flame, and the end of the hallway is lit up. You see from your angle that the picture at the end of the hallway has a lot of color, as it were, left on it, but that color is all black.
Judge is going to cast light on his hammer and cautiously make his way down the hallway.
Be careful. Be careful, Judge.
Well, tread lightly, everyone.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but he seems like the best choice to go first, so...
What?
I don't know if many people know this, but Minotaurs are certainly built for life on the sand.
Oh, okay. I have to empty my sandal, take off a sandal and dust my feet and put it back on. Take off my other sandal and dust my other foot.
Can you not let me, mate?
Why aren't you gone already? Go. I'll take up the rear.
All right, I'll follow Judge.
Did you want an active perception check, or are you going to use passive perception going down the hallway?
What are you looking for?
The trap's literally something that's going to hurt us.
Okay, roll perception.
Because this place is quite devious. 24.
As you move forward, you notice the sand is getting thicker underfoot. It's just a thicker layer of sand.
Okay, I wasn't sure you meant like density.
Yeah. You notice
Like viscosity.
no traps, and you get to the end of this straight corridor, and you see the picture that was partially illuminated at the end of the hallway carved into the stone. The evil figure that has been growing in stature throughout the reliefs shows at its largest and decked out in regalia with an enormous black shadow surrounding it, huge snakes at its feet, and fields of dead bodies spreading out from it. Around the corner, as you peek, the walls are the same black as the shadow of the pictures, and it ends in a flat, undecorated stone face with what seem to be small holes along them. The end of this corridor is about 30 feet from the corner that you're peering around.
How high are the holes on the bottom?
They're close to the bottom, just a couple inches off the floor.
Hey, Lux, do you think this guy in this painting just needs a little shade from the sun? Do you think that's what's happening here?
Well, I don't know, mate. Maybe he needs a hug. Just seems like he might be having a bad day.
Okay, well, if you want to hug him, go wild.
I don't know. You got them big, strong arms.
Yeah, for stabbing evil. That's what I do. Judge, what's the verdict?
Hey, Lux, you want to do me a solid and weasel your way up by me?
I will climb up on top of you.
Oh, no, I just mean saddle up next to me, but all right.
Oh, I'm already sitting on
Nice
your
to have you up
shoulders.
here. Well, actually, this might be better. If you just put your head next to my head, and I'm going to look straight down about 10 feet this way. And you can see there's a irregularity in the floor, and the wall seems a little pockmarked. Now, I kind of think that those little holes on the other side there might be something devious oozing out on account of the pockmarks, right?
Oh, yeah. That.
Any chance you can just weasel your way up about 10 feet and take a look?
Yeah, sure. I can do that for you, Judge.
All right, bless your heart. And I'll just give him a little pat on the shoulder, give him guidance.
Yeah, I will carefully make my way up to the irregularity on the floor.
Okay.
Just investigate for traps. That's pretty much all I'm looking for.
Oh, yeah.
Sniff
No,
it.
I want to.
Do a sniff check.
Oh, yeah.
Could I do a sniff check to see if it does smell acrid?
Sure. Roll perception.
The sniff checks have gotten us far.
26.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit.
There is
You don't fuck with a bull's nose.
no acrid smell. However, there's a strange chemical scent.
Astringent.
All right, be careful, Lux. It does smell very chemically.
All right.
Alchemical.
All right. That sounds like doesn't sound great for me, but that's all right. Let's see what
Listen,
this.
better you get burned than me because I can heal you.
I get where your logic's coming from, mate, but that still doesn't sound great for me.
Oh,
So-
no, it's definitely going to hurt like a dickens in the beginning, but you know what? I'll make you feel real good at the end.
Yeah. All right. Let's go check out this floor.
All right.
That's a nat 20, so that'll be a 29.
Hey, holy shit.
Okay.
Fuck
Holy
yeah.
shnikes.
Get trapped.
You very carefully start dusting sand away from the irregularity that Judge had spotted, and you notice that there's a section that is slightly raised. It goes from wall to wall, and it's about 5 feet long. It is clearly a pressure plate. You recognize it right away. You can see that there's also a strange where the floor meets the pressure plate. The floor has a central stone running along it about 6 inches, and then there's separate stones on either side. So there's a pressure plate, and the floor is crafted with one central 6-inch run of stone and then separate blocks on either side of it.
Makes me feel like a catwalk.
Yeah, should we walk carefully or do you want to disarm it? Or what do you want to do, Lux?
The pressure plate only seems to be about 5 feet.
I can make it no problem. I can make this.
Is there any way we can kind of wedge something underneath so that at the same time, I don't think any little wedges is going to stop mine or Grimmier's girth from kind of depressing it. Also, it's a dead end. Why are we even trying to go over here? You know what? Knowledge is power, I guess, but
Maybe there's something, should we just... Lux, can I, assist you in getting over? You can take a look, see if... Because we just walked up those stairs for, a couple of minutes, fought some spiders, and now it's a dead end. There's nowhere else to go unless we go back down to the roost, up the sketchy staircase, out that's surrounding the outside of the building. Again, another architectural nightmare that we can get into later, I guess. Maybe we can call someone about it. Maybe there's something hidden. You know what wizards are like? Those spider wizards probably have some kind of illusion door down there. All kinds of crafty shit.
Yeah, why don't we just go on over then?
Lux, do you want me to help you get over, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, sure. Just toss me.
All right. I'll do the thing that our signature move now, where I just throw Lux. Get tossed.
Remember, 6 inches.
Thrown.
Oh no, I don't like that the tall DM is writing something down right now.
Just making notes.
She's just time stamping the time of death.
I can just...
So you're all just stepping over.
My standing jump is 6 feet, just standing there. Do we want to just send Lux over to investigate if it's an illusion, and then myself and Judge don't have to risk going over if nothing is there? Or do we all want to go over? It doesn't matter to me.
Listen, once he goes over there, and
If there's anything for me to go over, I'll find my way over, but...
Can I assist Lux in getting over?
Yep,
cool.
Sure. It's only 5 feet.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. I won't make you roll for that. I'll say carrying over the nat 20, once you get to the other side of the pressure plate and you look at it from that side, you think if you had stepped on this, the floor to the left would have collapsed, leaving only that central beam of 6 inches of stone.
I will relay that. Oh yeah, if you guys just walk over this pressure plate, just stay in the middle.
Oh, okay. Easy peasy.
But watch out for the sides. You got the thick feet, don't you, Grimmier?
Listen, I'm a size 18.
Yeah, I'll relay that if they do step on the pressure plate to stay centered, but then I will go check out the wall at the dead end. I would like to look into one of the holes on the wall going towards the dead end.
Give me another, I guess, either investigation or perception, how you're going about this.
20 perception. No,
Okay.
sorry, 19. Can't do math.
Okay. You peer into a couple of the holes with your dark vision, and you can see there's no glint because you guys aren't bringing that much light into your area, Lux, but there seems to be a very skinny point in each one of these holes.
Ooh. Oh, okay. And then so now that I've seen those, I guess I should be looking for another pressure plate to see if they're attached to the original one.
From what you saw of the original pressure plate, it only interacted with the floor around it.
Cool. Boy, guys, I think this might be like a murder corridor where some knives come out of the wall.
Oh, well, that's fun. Well, you're not
Yep.
dead yet, so that's a good sign, right?
Yeah. You want me to just keep going, or?
It's a dead end, isn't it?
Well, I haven't got to that far wall yet.
No. Perspective here is strange. It looks like you're pretty close.
I mean, you're over there now. Just take a look.
All right, I guess I will. I'll head to that wall then and see what's at the end. I would also like to look up at some point too. Now that I know that things can be above us, player knowledge.
What do you mean? You never look up. Doom, remember?
Yeah, right. Sorry.
Sorry, so you're going to the end of the corridor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say just generally what you see once you get to the end. You have good dark vision, but this whole corridor, the walls are black, the end of it's black. It was hard to pick out much differences. Now that you've made it to the end, you see that for the last 5 feet of the walls, there's no more holes in them anymore. And that dead end wall is actually not fully joined. So it looks like it can probably move. And then you look down at the holes near the bottom, and this softer stone is worn away as though they're handholds.
Oh. Boy, guys, I think you need to come over here because I don't know if I'm strong enough to lift this wall, but it looks like it's just a door.
No, you're definitely not. We'll be right over.
Motherfucker. I think about throwing a dagger on the pressure plate as he's walking across. But I don't.
I don't know how heavy the daggers you got are.
I can throw pretty hard.
I'll wait for Judge
All right, Grimmier.
to get over, and then I'll go.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't know if it's better for you to go first.
Oh,
or
I can
me.
go first. Yeah, that's cool. I can't be surprised, so, I don't know.
Oh, all right. Well, if that's
Nothing
the case,
surprises me.
Nothing surprises you.
Nope.
Is this going to be an acrobatics or an athletics check for me to jump across?
Either.
I'm wondering the same.
So go ahead and
I'll
I'm
do
going to guide myself.
acrobatics. I got a
Sweet, I rolled a 2.
Oh, God.
13 acrobatics.
All right, I'm up to an 8, and I'll go ahead and use one of them hero points. Look at that, 10. 4 dice, and I got 10.
Oh my god. I wanted you to fail so badly.
Oh.
But I made 10 the DC.
0 dice, 1 used.
Okay.
Wait, Judge, it looks like you had some trouble getting across there. You all right, mate?
Oh, I'm definitely schwitzed, but you know what? I'll be all right.
I think it's the
I'm
sand.
gonna make my way right over.
Fucking sand is everywhere.
Okay, you both make it over the pressure plate and join Lux. There's only room, because it's only a 10-foot corridor, there's only room for 2 of you to stand up against the end there. So
How about I help you, Judge? I'll help you, and we'll do it together. Lux, you just keep an eye out.
We'll do.
I'm balancing on that beam over there.
Watch out for the murder corridor.
yeah, Lux, where are you going to stand?
Oh, with my back directly against theirs, thin as possible. But I will keep an eye out for these stupid holes in the wall.
Okay, since you were the one examining everything and you examined it so thoroughly, if you stand with your back to theirs, you will be in between where the holes start in the walls. So you can either go back to the other side of the pressure plate.
Yeah, I will do that.
I would love for you to fail now. That
I
would
know,
be
right?
just so joyous for me. Now that you've identified everything.
It's a 19.
Hey.
Okay, yeah, you made it. No problem.
All right, I think I'm a safe distance away. You guys can do your thing now.
All right.
Here we go.
All right. Athletics?
This is a straight strength check. If you're just grabbing the handholds and lifting.
Do you want me to roll, or can I
Yep.
assist Judge?
However you guys want to do it. You guys can both roll, or one of you can assist the other.
Judge, I think you have more strength than I do.
Well, I don't know.
I'm a Dexy boy.
Oh, okay. All right. Then, yeah. I'll go ahead and roll with advantage. And I'll guide myself. Roll. Well, that's fucking fun.
Was that the first one?
All right. Well, at least I got a 16.
Did you roll with advantage?
I
Oh.
did. I got a 2. I rolled a 4 and an 8. So 16 total.
16. You just manage straining at this heavy, heavy piece of stone. You guys managed to lift it. And as soon as you get it to, normally I would say waist height, but I would say maybe like a bit above your knees, since you guys are both so tall, it clicks and then becomes much easier to lift all the way up into the ceiling. As it clicks, Lux, safely behind the pressure plate, you watch as a true cloud of darts erupts from walls on either side of the corridor and fall, harming nobody, since you guys successfully ascertained what was going on.
Hey, that would have been bad. Hey,
Oh yeah, that would have sucked real bad for sure.
I'm gonna hold the stone door at knee height and be like, "All right, Lux, it's perfect height for you to walk through. Go on, go through. All we've got it here. We'll go through after."
I would run back over there, jumping over the pressure plate and slide underneath the door.
Okay. Lux, making it into the next room, you see you're once again in a large circular room. This one seems to be about 60 feet in diameter. There's a dim light because within the room, about 5 feet from the walls, there's like a circle of pillars. There's about 12 pillars, and each pillar has a torch on it. From the doorway, you can see pillars. You can also see in the center of the room, facing the doorway, a giant throne. A motionless figure is seated on the throne, bedecked in elaborate gold decorations, including a towering headpiece. You can see the body is completely covered in bandages underneath. The throne itself probably once gleamed but is now tarnished and barely reflects the light of the torches. Curled around the base of the throne is the skeleton of a very large snake. On either side of the throne are 2 platforms, approximately waist height, and about 5 feet by 10 feet. They have channels carved into them, and a skeleton lays on each.
Sorry, was the throne in the center of the pillars?
Yeah, dead center of the room, dead center of the pillars. The pillars are in a ring about 5 feet in from
I see.
wall. So there's sort of an outer section of the room that you could like stealth around with no light. And the pillars have torches on the inside illuminating the inner portion of the room, which has a throne in the center with a sort of large slab platform on either side of the throne.
Is it a circular room or is it like a...
Yeah.
Okay.
My tower doesn't make any sense, but all the rooms are circles.
I mean, that tracks.
Yeah.
I was thinking before I asked, I'm like, well, it's a tower. Of course it's going to be a circle. But I was like, you never know.
Yeah, about 60-foot diameter.
Well, I really don't like that these snakes keep popping up all over the place. I'm really not looking forward to what's going to come there.
Well, yeah, but look at all that gold that he's got on him. That seems like a nice payday for us.
I mean, I'm paid pretty well as is. I'm not like desperate for, evil treasure or whatever.
Well, I mean, we have to purify that evil treasure and make it good treasure, right?
That's a good point. You know how to win me over, Lux. Getting rid of evil.
All right.
But okay, so this is the snake dude from the evil portrait out in the corridor with the evil snakes that's taking over the land. Your crow friends left a message saying they lost a leg from an axe. So they got chopped up from probably the murder corridor. Those cowards turned around and went home, leaving us to deal with the evil snake god person.
Why are you jumping to conclusions there? They might have dealt with him. Look at this. The snake looks dead already.
Yeah, but he's sitting in a throne. It's not like he's laid out with a sword in his hand. He probably died of fucking boredom.
Well, yeah, but maybe he's dead already.
Yeah, that's my point. They just left him to die.
Maybe they just walked around and went to the other side.
Either way, cowards. Oh, and there's a bunch of... Look at these snake things. Should we... Is there a door on the other side of this room?
You can't see one.
There's no other doors here.
Onward and upward.
Yeah, the big old strong boy that you are. Why don't you go through the center? I'll run around the outside.
What are we pincering? The dead fucking corpse of this...
Oh, yeah, maybe. Because one of us is a coward, apparently, and one of us is a big strong boy.
Yeah. I'm just wondering... I don't see another door. This thing looks dead. I'm not saying let's be reckless. I mean, we should be careful about our tactics. Think about what we're doing. We don't want to lose another WB. I've got my W beak pack on right now in memory of him.
Judge's going to make his way down through the center.
Okay, be careful, Judge. I'll split. If Judge is going center, I'll split right.
Left then, but I'm going to stealth because I'm smarter than you.
What? Sure, if that is an intelligence-based thing, then of course. Lux, whatever makes you happy, bud.
Okay, so Lux, you're sticking to the wall of the room?
Yeah.
In the dark? Okay. Grimmier, are you mirroring Lux going the other way, or are you walking into the light?
I'm mirroring Lux.
Right. And then Judge?
Judge always walks in the light.
Okay. We'll get Lux roll stealth.
24.
24, very good. Grimmier, are you stealthing?
No, I was thinking more of like a keeping an eye out situation, so maybe perception or something like that.
Sure. Roll perception then.
So I can't be surprised. I'm going to keep saying it. God, do I want to use... I'm going to do it because I'm going to fucking forget. I'm going to use a hero point, so I get to roll one of my d6s. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Hero points. Oh, 6! Fuck yeah, 15 total. I have no perception. I don't know why I always choose to be perceptive.
Judge, as you walk in between the pillars and into the light, you notice, Grimmier notices, and Lux notices the eyes of the figure on the throne burn with a sudden light. And I'm going to need you all to roll initiative.
Fuck.
All right.
And that's where we're going to cut it off for this episode of Tall Tall Tower.
Dun, dun, dun.
We'll catch you guys next time and see what's going on in this spooky, spooky room.
Evil.
Who's the asshole now?
Evil. I was kind of right. All right, let me just put that out there. It's not that I was wrong. We knew it was evil.
Thank you so much for listening to the No Fame podcast. The best way to support the show is just by listening, which you're already doing. Amazing. The second best way to support our show is by telling your friends. Hey, why not, right? You can find links to our podcast, YouTube, Discord channel, social media, and so much more at nofame.ca. You can support the show for as little as a toonie at patreon.com/nofamepod or buy us a coffee at ko-fi.com/nofamepod. Thanks again for listening, and we will catch you later on.
I didn't say that. You're putting tiny short words in my tall